Well, good afternoon. I trust your Sunday is coming along well. This is TV47 at 1 with I, Sheilar Chelangat, and of course we do begin right now. Now, 3 people have died after a lorry ferrying cereals crashed into parked trucks at a petrol station along the Kisii-Keroka Road in Kisii Central Sub-County. According to the incident report, the lorry crashed into 8 trucks parked at the petrol station. The occupants of the lorry and a boda rider died on the spot, while 4 pedestrians are nursing injuries at the Kisii Teaching and Referral Hospital. Investigations to establish the cause of the crash are already underway. Meanwhile, motorists have been urged to exercise caution while driving.
Haya.
Sema hii accident ya leo usiku imeleta hasara kubwa sana. Kuna magari ingetoka iende kufanya kazi, iende kuleta mchanga na kudeliver materials zingine. Alafu kuna watu wa gari wamekufa wawili, driver, tanboy na alifika hospitali akaaga, alafu na kuna mtu wa pikipiki na alikuwa anapita ameumia. Karibu miezi 3 imepita, tena kuna nyingine ilitokea, ilileta hasara. Watu washaaga hapa sana, ingetakiwa serikali ama county government ya Kisii ichukua hatua ya kuzuia accident, kwa vile accident hii imekuwa black spot kwa muda mrefu sana.
Uchungu kabisa. Watu wamekufa hapa asubuhi. Sasa tunaomba tu serikali itusaidie. Unaona vile magari zimeharibika hapa kabisa. Hatukutarajia kama itaweza happen hivyo.
Away from that and to matters politics, the Jubilee Party has invited the Linda Mwananchi team for a political partnership after former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua reportedly rejected its earlier advances. Speaking in Narok, Jubilee Secretary General Moitalel Ole Kenta urged Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna's team to collaborate with the party for a prosperous nation. Kenta also endorsed former CS Dr. Fred Matiang'i for the 2027 presidency, describing him as a leader of integrity. Meanwhile, local leaders backed Kenta's bid for a second term as Narok governor, while criticizing the current county administration for failing to deliver the promised benefits of devolution.
The people of Narok are together with the other Kenyans in deciding that we want a very good country. We want a country where our children get a chance to realize their dreams, to live in peace and to prosper, not a country of 1 or 2 individuals. We as Jubilee are saying we want Linda Mwananchi wakuje tufanye kazi pamoja.
Tusaidiane kujenga hii kaunti ya Narok. Na mimi husema Narok ni ya kila mtu ambaye ako huko. Wewe ni Mkisii, wewe ni Mjaluo, wewe ni Mmasai, Narok ni yetu.
Now, People's Liberation Party leader Martha Karua has condemned an alleged attack against her and members of the board of directors of Gatoto Primary School in Mukuru kwa Ruben, accusing police of failing to enforce high court orders. Chaos erupted at Gatoto Primary School after rowdy youth vandalized Karua's car during efforts to enforce a court ruling. Now, the dispute centers on the occupation of the institution, with the government remaining at the school despite court rulings in favor of Gatoto Integrated Community School. The case is set for further court directions on July 20th, 2026.
Next now.
We can talk about what is next, but where Marunja, you should take their whatever there at the gate, because we are not going to break in. The police are not there, the school is not opening, so obviously there is resistance to the order. I've written a letter to Murkomen, which I'll give you. Marunja has a copy of the letter I wrote to Murkomen and the AG.
We've not been able to go back
Public Service Cabinet Secretary Geoffrey Ruku has urged the Akamba community to make political choices that promote development and strengthen its national influence ahead of the 2027 general election. Speaking in Kitui after his installation as an elder by the Akamba clan's governing council, Ruku criticized the alliance between Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka and DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua, saying it does not serve the community's interest. He called for partnership that promotes a national unity and development. Ruku also blamed county governments for delays in implementing the Social Health Authority, linking the issue to medicine shortages in public hospitals.
Tunaona iko vitina kidogo, na hiyo vitina nyinyi Wakamba ndio mutahakikisha hiyo vitina haitaingia kona hii yenu ya Kitui. Kalonzo Musyoka ni kiongozi mzuri, amekuwa kwa uongozi wa hii Kenya miaka mingi, lakini anashikana na wakora. Anashikana na mkora moja ambao anashikana na yeye ni huyo mtu anaitwa Wamonyoro. Huyo mtu anaitwa Kashiedha huyo.
The election of 2027 will be free, fair, transparent, verifiable and democratic.
Kama county government haiweki dawa kwa pharmacy, huyo ndio mnapaswa muende muulize kwa nini hakuna dawa kwa pharmacy.
Away from matters politics, stakeholders have been urged to establish and equip libraries in public primary schools to improve literacy and promote a reading culture amongst learners. The call was made during the National Read Aloud World Record attempt at Kaharati Comprehensive School in Murang'a County, organized by Story Moja and Start a Library Trust. Philanthropist Dr. Stanley Kamau said many schools still lack functional libraries and appealed to education partners and well-wishers to donate books aligned with a competency-based education curriculum. Teachers say the initiative will strengthen reading, comprehension and communication skills while fostering a lifelong culture of reading among children.
Most of the schools, they lack libraries. And to call, especially the school community, the donors, well-wishers, to actually put more effort in establishing primary school libraries in our schools. And more importantly, we have also seen some of the schools which have got libraries, and some of the well-wishers are turning those libraries as a dumping site for books. It's important that if you have to donate books to a school, the books must be relevant to the curriculum. Some of the books that you see in libraries in our primary schools cannot even be read by the primary school students.
We have quite a huge number that reads all the difficult words, all the big words, but comprehending, it's quite a challenge. Also, we have mother tongue interference. The L and R sounds are giving them quite a hard time.
Right, and still on matters education, former students have been urged to give back to their schools by mentoring learners and supporting development projects. Speaking during a career mentorship program at Nyahururu Boys High School, members of the school's Alumni Association said alumni play a key role in guiding students, improving learning facilities and promoting academic excellence. Association President Jeremiah Ndurungo said the mentorship program, now in its 10th year, has contributed to improved academic performance and helped address challenges such as drug abuse and school unrest through regular engagement with learners.
Joy.
We have come back to this school many times, and this is our 10th year.
in career and mentorship of our boys. It's something that we take it into our hearts at the old boys to ensure that we guide these boys in the next world, in the next place that they are going to be after their 4 years in this school. It's very, very crucial for us. It's very internalized in our alumni organization to ensure that we mentor them and we assist them to be the boys that we want them in future.
All our professionals who are coming out of this school, out of this program, what we have been doing. Employment and also the programs like the ones we are learning are very important.
Students feel they are not being heard. When a person who is a bit neutral, and that is an alumni, comes and tells boys, I have been where you are, and I want to tell you there is no challenges you are going through that I have not going through. I have come not only to help you come out, but also to listen to you. Alumni can be very great intermediaries between the students and the administration.
People start to get role models. Today we are losing young people because they do not have role models, and they are looking for people who can model their behavior.
Health stakeholders are calling for stronger enforcement of regulation on industrially produced trans fatty acids as part of efforts to reduce the burden of non-communicable diseases, which account for 39% of deaths in Kenya. Speaking during the National Stakeholder Engagement Forum on the review of Legal Notice number 115 of 2015 in Nairobi, officials from the Ministry of Health and civil society organizations, including the International Institute for Legislative Affairs, said strengthening regulations on trans fats will help protect Kenyans from preventable diseases and improve public health outcomes.
This particular person died because of...
The industry needs now to come up and reformulate, because the industries are losing their customers. And these customers, once you have a customer, a royal customer, you need to keep them for many years. But if your product is poisoning or killing that particular customer, then you are not doing any good even to yourself and to the economy of Kenya. So the technical experts, myself included, we are coming up now strongly so that we can protect you, the common mwananchi, because you may not be able to tell.
Government and the regulators are not compelled. They don't have to test to determine that the declared values are actually accurate and are correct. But now, when this is passed, it means that only products that meet the requirement, that are compliant, will be sold in the market.
And we are proud as Kenya, being the first country in the region to be able, that's the East African region, to be having this legal notice being reviewed and even having it within our laws.
Kenyan lenders have been urged to assess borrowers' ability to repay rather than relying mainly on collateral when approving loans. Experts say affordability analysis will promote responsible lending, reduce loan defaults and expand access to credit. Speaking at a credit industry workshop in Mombasa, financial experts said evaluating borrowers' income, expenses and repayment capacity leads to better lending decisions while promoting financial inclusion and sustainable borrowing.
So if you want 10 million, you would generally behave differently against if you want, say, 100,000 from a capacity perspective. If you are given 100,000, maybe that's a loan you can easily pay, and from a credit risk, it is a very low risk. But at 10 million, it's a different ballgame. So we have to do a different kind of scoring. So this market is moving from collateral to now cash flow analysis, so that we give businesses, individuals, households, the loans that they can afford.
By financial statements is all about M-Pesa, bank, TIS and pay bill statements, and from there we are able to guide institutions on how to make some informed decisions before they lend out some money.
Decisions whether or not they should actually borrow, whether they should consolidate loans, and even the effect to their ability to pay based on all this information that we are getting.
We're getting deeper insights in as far as analytics are concerned, and basically what this is doing is helping our business now to be able to grow to the next level, because we believe that we should know as much as possible about the people that we are lending to, because this also helps in the recovery process afterwards.
Right, 15 minutes past 1. We take a short breather here on TV47 at 1. Of course, more updates on the other side of the break, so stay with us.
been more of a mirror of my own ambition. We might fail. We will probably fail, but not for a lack of trying. So for the last time, and the first time, welcome to Connect In, the best experience in Eastern Central Africa and its environs.
It is a system.
Sort my friend. This is
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now, Kenyan youth continue to face a challenging job market, with employers increasingly demanding practical skills, industry experience, and workplace readiness alongside academic qualifications. In Kirinyaga, a technical college is helping bridge this gap by equipping young people with hands-on agricultural training aimed at improving their employability. Our very own Mwaluse Meshak has the details.
Youth finding jobs remain a challenge despite completing their education. Employers are now prioritizing practical skills and experience, increasing demand for technical and vocation training at Mwea Technical and Vocation College in Kirinyaga County. Learners are now gaining hands-on agricultural engineering skills using modern farm machinery. Students train in operating planting, harvesting, and mechanized equipment.
Agriculture's got a wider field. You can operate in many things. You can operate both in industries. You can operate both in, and you can become a solution to a community.
You can start your own salon with actually very little capital. Like if you can do mobile, nail tech, rush tech, and also you can do hairdressing.
Principal Tabitha Yesi says the college prepares graduates for employment and entrepreneurship through practical learning.
We are embracing skills. We are skilling with industries and for the industry. Initially, we would complain and say that we have half-baked students. Dual training is one of the ways where we are proving that we are not having half-baked students.
Once a student has undergone the technical training, he is able to employ himself. He can practice the skills which he will acquire at TVET at a personal level, and if or when they are employed by any organization, they are able to offer the necessary skills.
The college also offers recognition of prior learning, helping those with the existing skills gain certification and improve job opportunities.
If education is the key to success, then TVET is the master key.
The program shows the growing need for skills and experience in today's job market. Mwaluse Meshak, TV47 at 1.
Thank you, Meshak. back. Now, away from that, former Chief Justice Willy Mutunga has urged scholars to preserve literature, saying it plays a key role in shaping society, fostering dialogue and safeguarding stories for future generations. Mutunga was speaking in Nairobi during the launch of a Kenyan novel titled A Father for Adamba, written by Daystar University lecturer Dr. John Mudegu. The novel explores themes of fatherhood, identity and forgiveness. The event brought together scholars, legal professionals, authors and literature enthusiasts.
There's one who gave me his surname. There's another one who...
This book is talking about fatherhood, talking about forgiveness, it's talking about issues in life, including extramarital births. It's talking about betrayal. And I want to just dedicate this to all fathers who are struggling in life, children who are struggling to find identity, that it is well. You can come from a background, but the background does not define you. You can actually have a change. It's you who makes the decision to change your life.
There are stories I can tell and keep you until midnight about, those schools and some, and the teachers who taught us. Every market as a madman. And yes, in the market we had one person. Everybody said he was mad, but the kids listened. We listened to what he was saying.
Kitui Women Prison has launched a new early years development center to support children's education and psychosocial well-being. The Alpha New Beginnings Foundation is sponsoring an 18-month program combining early childhood education, trauma support, and marital arts for children living with incarcerated mothers and vulnerable children from the community. Clinical psychologist Zipporah Mweni led trauma sessions aimed at promoting emotional resilience among the children.
And today we are introducing a program here in Kitui Women Prisons. Now this program, tunaita Early Years Development Center. It is where we will be teaching the children of the incarcerated mothers ambao wanasomea in this school, introducing psychology into their syllabus. And the purpose is to help these children to holistically be empowered, not to go through the traumas and the emotional irregulation ambazo wanaweza pata because they have been separated from the community na wanaishi in like a separated environment.
At Alpha New Beginnings, Kaizen is taking a role of using martial arts to help kids of incarcerated mothers, to help them improve their mental health by using.
The Memon community, recognized for decades as a foundational pillar of Kenya's commercial sector, has hosted the Vision 100 Forum in Nairobi to discuss the future of entrepreneurship and national development. The event brought together business leaders, policymakers, youth representatives and stakeholders to discuss strategies for expanding job opportunities and strengthening the role of minority communities in national development. Memon Vice President East Africa Shahid Yakub said the community remains committed to working alongside the communities to advance Kenya's economic growth.
Business business forum. He's my brother.
Vision 100 is our roadmap for the next 100 years. It's a vision of where we would like to see our community in the next 100 years.
20% to the Kenyan GDP. And as a minority, 20% is quite substantive.
Future, we are not the past anymore. So we are here to make sure that our Vision 100 collaborates to every Kenyan out there. It doesn't matter whether you're Asian, Somali, Kenyan, we are all together. We are united by blood, not by race. So according to our Vision 100, it's here to remind us that even though we have businesses, we need to look at our strategic objectives, which is to help our youth.
Let us think about years to come, not just today, tomorrow. Let's think beyond our.
The Auditor General's report estimates that the country has lost billions of shillings through stalled, delayed and incomplete projects, raising concern over public resource management. During the launch of the PMI Kenya chapter, Coast Branch officials called for the ethical leadership, accountability and professionalism in project delivery. They urged managers to complete projects on time, within budget and to the required standards to reduce wastage and ensure value for taxpayers' money.
Every day at Kenya.
If you look at the auditor's report, you'll see that as a country, we lose around 600 billion on wasted projects. Every time a project is not completed, be it a hospital, be it road, it has adverse effects for our people. And as a profession, we want to fix that, but we cannot do it alone. We'd like to do it together with the people of the Coast region.
A lot of the county staff, a lot of the people, field officers, program managers will need to have these skills for project management, and this will ensure that the projects that are launched by various county governments are successful from implementation to the end. Anytime an initiative is not delivered on time, on budget, or there's leakage in any way, I want to wear the hat of the local Mwananchi and say that as a taxpayer, we feel the loss. We feel that our inputs are being wasted. If we promise the local Mwananchi, for example, a market, delays in delivering of that market center means there's a lady who is losing out on an opportunity to make money to feed her children. So I urge all professionals to take this value of integrity and professionalism seriously and make sure that we are
And in the world of sports, the Kenya national under-17 women's football team Junior Starlets will face South Africa from 3 p.m. at the Nyayo Stadium. Starlets are looking up to qualify to the Under-17 World Cup for the second time in 3 years and are holding a 2-goal advantage following their 2-0 victory in their first leg.
Go again. Up. Last 2 balls. Up.
All right, that there takes us to the end of TV47 at 1. And of course, I am Sheilar Chelangat. Do enjoy the rest of your viewership.